Hi guys, I'm Siobhan Martin and welcome to my documentary Draw the Line. The reason why I'm making the documentary Draw the Line is because during the first lockdown in March 2020, over a year ago now, just like many other people, I had so much time to be on my phone, to be comparing myself to people, to be on social media, and to really be thinking about how I could come out of this lockdown whenever it was going to end as a new person. So I thought of loads of different ways that I could change myself, and I started doing a lot of research into getting things done, such as
lip fillers, non-surgical butt lifts or like fat transfers, also like getting my teeth whitened.
And I kind of like pondered on the idea whether I wanted to actually do it or not. And I started having conversations with my friends about it and realized that a lot of us wanted to get things done. We wanted to change ourselves, and it was all kind of like fueled through social media and seeing like the success stories of people getting lip fillers or people getting BBLs or non-surgical BBLs or getting their teeth done and all this other stuff. It just became like a normal part of conversation for me and my friends to think about how we could change ourselves and how we could look different after we came out of lockdown. So that those conversations, those Google searches, those Instagram posts fueled me to make this documentary, just to kind of like spread awareness about the new social media age that we live in and how controlling it can and can't be to people in terms of like how we see ourselves, how we perceive ourselves, and how others perceive us based on our looks, our personality that we portray online. And just looking at like different types of cosmetic procedures and like how there are like where do we literally draw the line in what is a cosmetic procedure and what isn't. So like things obviously such as like lip fillers and getting your teeth done, getting veneers and stuff like that would be considered a cosmetic procedure, but then people being really interested in makeup or always wearing makeup, getting tattoos, piercings, like where is the kind of like divide in what we consider to be healthy and what we consider to be a bit obsessive, and like kind of draws into the question like, are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it for the net? So yeah, that is why I've made this documentary, and to also like just make people think like, why are you doing it? Is it for you, or are you doing it for the approval of others, and like making like this social media image of yourself? So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy my documentary and it gets you thinking about you and what you want for yourself and not the net. So yeah.
My name's Shanae.
I'm Kathy Griffiths.
My name is Agatha.
My name is Luca Melli.
My name is Adrian Yearsley.
Hi, my name's Nicole.
My name's Daisy.
I'm Scarlett.
Hi, I'm Sandra Burke. I'm 56 years old. I'm from Leytonstone. I'm an NHS administrator and I'm Siobhan's mum.
I'm Demario.
My name is Eunice.
My name is Zara.
How you use social media, how do you feel like it's affected you in any way, or do you feel like it affects other people?
100%. At certain points in my life, like especially when I was pregnant with my son, like even though you've got your boyfriend and your family telling you like you look fine and stuff, you see these mums that they're pregnant but they look really, really like fashionable and they look amazing, and you just feel like, oh my gosh, I'm like really frumpy and I don't look like that. Like I didn't have the energy to put makeup on every day and take photos and dress up really nicely. I didn't wear heels at all when I was pregnant, like things like that. Like it does knock on your confidence a little bit if you pay too much attention to what other people are doing. But like he's almost 2. I'm not as I don't have like that mum guilt when I see other people do certain things with their children, because I'm not Instagram mum.
Yeah.
I'm not an influencer. Like it's not my lifestyle.
Social media is toxic. At the same time, although I say social media is toxic, I do think it's good. It's good. It has its positives. Even for me, where I run a candle business, I run everything through social media. I run things through Facebook, I run things through Instagram, which allows me to get business. And social media is, good for marketing. It can be good for staying connected with people, but you have to have a balance. You can't take too much of it in because it could be detrimental to your mental health. And yeah, that's how I see social media.
I think that they start to rely on it.
Yeah.
Like any question that they want to ask, they'll ask that. They won't sort of ask another person. Opinions matter. How many people like them matters. What people are wearing, what people are doing, what people are saying. It's all all this information is being taken in, and then they feel that they've got to be part of it. Otherwise, they're not part of anything. These influencers that are out there now with this immense power, really.
Definitely, yeah.
Over people and what they wear and, how they look, what their body looks like. It's, I personally think it's the wrong influence. And, I don't know what to do about it.
What are your views on like cosmetic procedures?
I don't know if I'm pro or against it because I did it myself. But I think when you feel you need to change yourself, I think you should be allowed to do it. Like, it's just on you. It shouldn't be like anyone's problem. Just say something about it. Like, it's about you. So you shouldn't care about what other people think, unless you're doing it for the wrong reason. But there are so many things.
Some people as well, it can be like a bit of a confidence booster, like you were saying. It makes you feel a lot better about yourself. So yeah, it has its positives as well. But I think a lot of people sometimes think if you're getting something done that like is because you feel negatively about yourself, or that you might have like a negative outlook, when it isn't always the case.
Personally, I'm like, anyone, just do whatever you want. Like, it really doesn't. Sometimes personally I'm like, oh, I wouldn't get that, that's a bit, but it's like we don't really have a right to.
No, I was like, I'd say people, of course, do whatever you want, but I think sometimes it is sad when like a young girl feels like she needs to change something about how she looks. But also, if it's going to make her happy, that's fine, go for it. But it is a bit sad that we want to like change things, I think.
Yeah, but that's not the individual. It's not a problem with them. It's a problem with the world, isn't it?
That's true.
Have you ever thought about getting anything done, or do you have anything done?
So I don't have anything done, but I think I thought about it. One of the main things that's like, I think one of the most popular things is I thought about my nose, because I'm like in dance and drama like industry, and I want to get into the industry. Just even looking at like all the actors that are kind of known right now, they all have like small noses, and like the standards are like for like you're nice and cute if you have like this petite nose, and like missing my nose that I got after my dad. And everyone also tells me that, oh, your nose is after your dad. It's not something that you want to hear.
Last summer I did cheek fillers. I don't know why I did it. I just always had this thing in my head that my face is not like symmetric, and so I don't know, I felt very insecure about it, and I just wanted to change it to make it right, so I would feel comfortable with my own skin. But the thing is, after I've done it, I didn't feel any change. Like, it was there in the mirror and in the pictures, but in my mind, the perception of myself was still the same. Like, as Beyonce said, is the soul that needs a surgery? No, everything else. Like, you have to take yourself inside first, and then for the right reason, you can maybe change like your appearance. But when it's something that is sticking in your head, it's difficult to change, So I wouldn't do it again because it didn't change anything. Now I'm still afraid. So still something I have to change in my mind first, and then that was it.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
My name's Ebony. I'm 22. I'm a student, soon to be a graduate, a freelance photographer and stylist, and I use my body as a canvas. I'm a very visual person, and it feels like a bit of a diary of my life and things I loved at certain ages, or like things I've been through. Like I'll get a tattoo to mark a monumental time in my life, even if the actual tattoo has nothing to do with the time. Like I'll be able to say, oh, I got it when this happened, or I can look back and like it's like a perfume. That's how I would describe it, like an analogy. Like when you smell a perfume, you instantly are transported back to a memory. Like it's very nostalgic, and I'm a very sentimental and nostalgic person. So tattoos are kind of like a little book for me to read all the time whenever I want. So tattoos for me, I just feel like are literally artwork on my body, and as an artist, as a creative, I don't see it any other way. Like I just love looking down at my body and seeing things I love, whether it be memories from places I've been, or memories of places I want to go, or things I've seen and I love to see, and things like that, and they just bring a smile to my face. And I just love that I can express myself outwardly on my own skin, and that it's an accessory that's always with me, and no matter what I wear, no matter how I look, like they'll always be with me, and like when I'm older I'll be able to look back and like see all these memories. Getting a tattoo done almost feels like a rite of passage. They instantly show to the world that I'm a creative person, because I love decorating my body with art. But also I'm a storyteller first and foremost. Like I said, like I do freelance photography and styling. And a lot of my work, all of my work, is narrative based, and it always has to have a story or a concept that kind of flows like telling a story. And I just love telling stories. Even like to my friends, like I love telling anecdotes, and I could go on for ages. And I think that goes hand in hand with getting a tattoo done, through to the actual meaning of the tattoo.
Any last words? I'm a personal believer in natural beauty. And, maybe if you've got a bit of a crooked tooth or a wonky ear or little boobs, or, maybe a bump on your nose, that makes you who you are and more special and individual. But that's only my opinion, being an older person, because I know that the younger generation is seeking almost perfection, or as close to perfect as they can get. And I think they're under pressure from social media with that.
It's okay to be yourself, and I don't feel like you should have to compare yourself to anyone else. Like you just have to be yourself, appreciate yourself for who you are. I know it's easier said than done. And all these things that you find weird about yourself, they're normally the best parts. Like don't let anyone make you feel like your face isn't beautiful, or your little features that you think are weird aren't cool. Like those quirks make you who you are. Don't let social media erase that.
The only thing that's on my mind is that social media gives a false representation of what the ideal look is. And I wish that the young, the middle-aged and the old would actually acknowledge that, and they'll save themselves a world of pain, I think. That's all.